Hello guys, this channel is dedicated to all the things I love and care about, and on today's video I'm making a honest LASIK eye review, 1 week post LASIK eye. This next video is a clip of me immediately after the surgery, literally maybe 20-30 minutes after the surgery. I just had LASIK. I just wanted to make a quick little vlog. The procedure itself wasn't that bad, but it just burns, and I have a feeling it's going to get much worse in the next couple of hours. My homework is to simply go to sleep for the next 3-4 hours, so that is it. That is what I'm doing. Just making a quick little vlog, and yeah, starting to feel uncomfortable, so hopefully when I wake up from this nap, it won't be as uncomfortable. Peace out. As you can see, I wasn't dying. The procedure itself was really quick, and I only needed one eye done, and that's the part I'm actually very grateful for. My situation was one eye I had perfect vision, and then the other eye I had really bad vision. I believe this eye was like 20 or 25 when it's relaxed, which is my left eye, and then my right eye, it's the other way around. And then my right eye is healthy, it's good. 20 or 25, which is close to perfect vision. Not enough for me to need LASIK eye surgery on the right eye. And on the left eye, which is this one, I believe by the time I got LASIK, it was almost a 3. So I've always had good vision, but once I turned 30, it kind of just was like a little bit more, and now it was becoming a bit of a headache because there was such a discrepancy between both eyes. I was wearing glasses. I only had a little bit of that only needed help for this eye, and I was just getting a lot of headaches, and then my vision was constantly getting worse. So I decided to just go ahead and get LASIK to kind of fix that problem. Also, I should mention that I have very sensitive eyes. And for that reason, I never got used to contacts. I did try contacts a long time ago when I was in my early 20s, when I was in college. Freshman year in college, I was trying to wear color eyes. And I never was able to get used to it. Then later, much more recently, I tried to get used to eye contact lenses. And I tried a couple of different ones, and my eye was always crying. It was always irritated. It was just a nightmare. So I'm like, whatever, it's not that bad. I'll just wear glasses when I need to. So it got to the point where at this point I needed glasses pretty much for everything, to drive, to watch TV comfortably. In my job, in my day-to-day job and day-to-day things, I would take them off to do basic activities, because if I was close to a person, I didn't really need glasses. And in like my job, I'm kind of working very close proximity with things. So if I had glasses on, it would feel uncomfortable because I only needed them to see from far away. But my vision was so bad that at that point I needed it to watch TV, to drive, for a bunch of things. So I was constantly putting them on, taking them off, putting them on, taking them off, and I was getting a lot of headaches. Anyway, so I decided to get LASIK about a week ago. Today is Saturday morning, and I got LASIK last Thursday. So it's been a week and 2 days. So anyways, the procedure itself was really not a big deal. They gave me a little squishy ball so I could squeeze, but sometimes people don't even eat that. It was very quick. I laid down. They put a couple of numbing drops on my eye. Literally 2 seconds later, the eye doctor is telling me to lie down. I lie down on this machine, and it kind of felt, if you can imagine the cookie cutters, you know those cookie cutters, the ones that are like in heart shaped or they're like in star shaped, and you use them to mold cookies on a cookie tray. If you can imagine what that feels like, it kind of felt like that on my eye, but it was really quick, and it wasn't necessarily painful. It felt a little bit weird and a little bit like pressure, but the whole thing was really quick. And this is when your vision either goes completely dark or you see like staticky. Instead of going completely dark, your vision may look staticky, like when the old-fashioned TV channels, when the channel wasn't working and all you would see is a bzzz. think you guys can remember that, hopefully. I don't know. So my vision went blurry, and all I saw was like staticky, like light and like staticky. So either that happens or it goes completely dark for a couple of seconds. But the doctor tells you this is normal. This is what's gonna happen. You lay down. They literally feel like a little cookie cutter goes into your eye, and boom, does the flap. It's that quick. Then you get up and you can't really see. It feels weird and uncomfortable. But then they walk you to the actual Lasik machine where they're gonna do the actual laser and everything on your eye. You sit on that. They do a couple of, when you lay down on the second machine, which is the laser machine, they tell you to look at the red and blue lights, red and green lights. I believe it was with the red and green lights. And at this point, it's kind of cool because you get to see like the rainbow spectrum for whatever reason. I never personally done any drugs, but you get to see like all the colors, and it looks really bright and weird. And even though you're supposed to be looking at the green light or the red light, you see like the spectrum of the different colors of the rainbow, and it's really weird, and you almost feel like, am I high? But obviously you're not. You feel completely normal, you know. So while you're sitting there, as soon as you lay down, they put the speculum, which is what opens up your eye to keep the eye open so it doesn't close. But that doesn't feel weird, so don't even be scared of that. It happens so quick, and even though your eye wants to close, it doesn't feel like you're being forced to keep your eye open. It's really strange. It all feels very natural and not that uncomfortable. A little weird, but not super uncomfortable and not painful at all. A little bit of pressure. They put the couple of, they're doing the modifications so they can do the laser on your eye. You're looking at the red light, the green light, and at this time you're seeing all the different spectrum and the colors. It's not something you're used to seeing, so I feel like that keeps you kind of distracted, and you're kind of like, whoa, what's going on? It's kind of weird, kind of cool, kind of like what, kind of weird. And then it tells you when to stay completely still, and then the actual laser itself only lasts about 4 to 6 seconds. Literally just do. You smell the smell of burnt skin. That's a little weird. But other than the smell of burnt skin, as soon as you smell that, things start to move really quick. They take out the speculum, but before they take out the device that keeps your eye open, they put a couple of eye drops. Something that feels like a suction happens, and I think that's when they put the flap down on your eye. A couple more drops. At that point, they take out the speculum. When they take it out, that hurts a tiny bit, but it's like from a scale from 1 to 10, maybe like a 2. Like you can feel something's being pulled out of your eye, but for a millisecond, literally. So that whole experience wasn't bad. I think the real battle comes when you go home and those numbing eye drops that they give you starts to wear off. So immediately after surgery, and mind you, I only had one eye. So the satisfying thing about this whole thing was that I could still see completely fine from the other eye, and only one eye was feeling sick, only one eye was feeling weird, only one eye was going through it, if that makes sense. So, I mean, if I'm being honest, I can't imagine. I think it would be really uncomfortable for most people to have to get both eyes done. And I'll go into that in just a moment. But immediately after surgery, I say about 20 minutes after that, your eye starts to hurt and starts to water, and that's why you're supposed to go to sleep. You go to sleep for anywhere from 3 to 4 hours, and then the worst is done. The worst is done, okay? And at that point, you have 2 different types of eye drops, one for bacteria, which is like a milky one, and another one to keep your eyes hydrated. And they give you instructions, and you're pretty much, the worst part is immediately after the surgery, the first couple of hours. However, and this is why I'm making this video, and I'm going to make a follow-up video as well. The days after, your eye you start to see clear right away, by the way. Within the next day, you start to see clear. Even the day of, you probably start to see clear too. But probably like the day of, like a night or I got my surgery done at 2 p.m. So I noticed the difference the next day, because the next day I had to go to the follow-up consultation, and I was able to drive without my glasses. You do have to wear sunglasses for like a week. After that week or a couple of weeks thereafter, no extreme exposure to light and all that good stuff. But it's like minor things, you know. You just have to constantly be putting those eye drops done. Those eye drops, the lubricating eye drops and the antibacterial ones, 4 times a day for like 7 days. Follow your doctor's instructions, but those were the instructions that I got, you know. So this is where it gets tricky. It's been a week and 2 days, and everything was going, everything was going fine. Then all of a sudden, today, I feel like it started since yesterday, it just feels very uncomfortable. The first 48 hours, I felt like I had a little trash in my eye, but that feeling kept diminishing and diminishing. By the 4th day, I don't want to lie to you guys. I say by the 4th day, that feeling was almost gone. Now, I don't know if it's going through another healing period or what's going on. It felt completely fine. Now we're on the 7th, 8th, 9th, we're on the 10th day. And now my eyes are feeling very, like, I was putting the eye drops whenever I needed to. I followed the instructions, and after the instructions, it's kind of like you just put the eye drops whenever you need them to, you know, whenever they feel dry. Now it's feeling very uncomfortable again. Like, it feels like I have a little piece of trash inside my eye. And I'm going to follow up with a doctor today's Saturday, on Monday, to make sure this is normal. It's not like this is the end of the world. Oh my gosh, this is so... that's the thing. It's not like, oh, I can't handle it, but it's uncomfortable. And this is a part where I'm like, okay, is this going to last a couple more days, a couple more weeks? Because it's to the point where I'm constantly squirting the lubricating eye drops, the ones that they give you, because as soon as it dries up, it feels uncomfortable. And I feel like this is a part that they don't tell you. Of course, I did a Google research, and according to Google, it says that the healing can be more like anywhere from a couple of weeks to a couple of months, up to a whole year for the eye to really heal and feel normal. Now, that's my concern. I hope that's not true, because I'm like, okay, I am so grateful that from literally one day to another, boom, perfect vision. Like, I don't have to worry about when I watch TV, when I'm with people, or even working at work. I'm like, glasses on, glasses off, glasses on, glasses off. Like, that was getting old, and I was getting migraines all the time. So I definitely feel like some things are going to improve. Some things have already improved, and I'm very grateful. It's weird, you know, going from like, I need glasses to I don't need glasses. Like, you appreciate things so much more all of a sudden. I can see the mountains. I forgot what the mountains look like, because I guess I did have pretty bad vision for a couple of years here. But this is, yeah, it was simply easy. It was fine. But if the recovery period will last months, of your eye being uncomfortable for months, and your eye being very demanding, hasn't like needing those eye drops, then that's concerning. So that's why I'm making this video, because I feel like sometimes you only hear the good things about LASIK eye surgery, and you should hear both, you know, both sides. Hopefully it's not like that. Hopefully my eye is just going through another period or another healing curve or wave, another wave of healing or something. No, but as of right now, it's pretty uncomfortable, and I'm like, I hope it's not gonna be like this for months to come, because I'm just sitting here and I'm like, I can handle it because it's only one eye. But even with that one eye, if it feels so uncomfortable, then I'm just like, oh, this is annoying. I don't know how to describe it. It's just uncomfortable, and I am so grateful I have good vision now. But at the same time, I am also like, thank God I didn't need LASIK eye surgery on both eyes, because if not, honestly, I would be sitting here crying, making this video crying. It's so, I mean, it's like your hands. You use your hands for everything. No surprise, you use your eyes for everything, you know? And when something that you use for everything is constantly uncomfortable, like you just want to keep it closed, or you're constantly having to squirt eye drops in there, I mean, you're not dying, okay? Trust me, you're not dying, but at the same time, you're like, well, hopefully this is momentarily. Maybe I'm jumping the gun. Anyway, so I'll go ahead and leave it at that. Share in the comments if you had LASIK eye surgery, what your experience was. And I'm knocking on wood. Literally, you see the wood here? I'm knocking on it, and I'm hoping that this is just normal healing process, normal healing waves, and I'll follow up on another video. And so far, I'm really happy with the results and I'm very grateful, but it's too early to tell. It's been a week and 2 days. I have clear, direct vision, but around the edges, it feels a little blurry. I know that's normal. Oh, also my nearsighted vision is a little weird. I feel like I had better nearsighted vision before, and now I don't know if that's gonna come with time, but for sure my nearsighted vision with this eye is definitely not as good as it used to be. But hey, it's been a week and 2 days literally. So hopefully it's all good and it's all just part of the healing process. On that note, I'll see you in the next video. And thanks for watching. Bye.